Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have one of my favorite types of videos to film, and that is a haul video. I have been doing some shopping. Obviously, it's that time of year that everyone starts to get out to buy gifts, and if you're like me, when you're buying gifts for other people, you obviously get sidetracked and pick up a few things for yourself. Some of these items go all the way back to the Sephora VIB Rouge sale, so I have had a few of these items for quite some time. If I've used them, which I have for quite a few of these, I will let you know what I think about them. And if not, of course, I will update you rather in a video or a blog in the near future, letting you know what I think about the products. So the first thing I want to get out of the way is actually a brush set. And this was one of the professional collection sets from Quo at Shoppers Drug Mart this year. They retail for $75. I think you get, I want to say 14. Yeah, 14 brushes for $75. Word of advice with Shoppers Drug Mart brushes, never, ever, ever, ever purchase them at retail. They do go on for 40% very frequently. So I think this ended up being around like $45, which is even better than my discount, because as you guys know, I do work for Shoppers Drug Mart, so I get a discount on their items. So this was a really, really good find for me. I do have a few brushes that are actually being cleaned right now, so they're not all filled, but I love the fan brush. The angled brush is really good. Their multi-purpose brush is really nice. It's quite similar actually to one that's made by Shiseido. It has that really flat top and it's quite densely packed. So that I love, and I actually just kept them in the thing that came with the packaging because it sits on my vanity really nicely, and it's able for, it makes it easy for me to find the brushes really quickly. So I've been super happy with that. No regrets about buying that, and I've gotten a lot of use out of it. This was something from the VIB Rouge sale. This is the Becca Jaclyn Hill highlighting palette. So I'm sure you guys have seen this 1,000 times, but it comes with the pearl, the champagne pop, and the blushed copper shimmering skin perfectors. This I have gotten a ton of use out of since I bought it. The pearl one is really nice on my skin because I am quite fair. The champagne glow is also really beautiful, and the blushed copper, I'm going to have to use that pretty much like an eyeshadow. I don't really have any other way to use that kind of a pigment on my skin tone personally, but I'll definitely use it as a shadow. I also got the Mercier loose setting powder and translucent. This is one of those cult products that I've always wanted to try, and for some reason I just always seem to get distracted by new things when I go to Sephora. So I was really happy that I bought this because I absolutely love it. This is definitely going to be going into my freelance kit next year for 2016 bridal season. I'm going to have to purchase another one to put in my freelance kit because this is amazing. It makes my skin look so poreless. It doesn't really catch on my dry patches, and it doesn't give me any flashback in photography. So that's really all I want from a product like that if I'm going to be putting it in my bridal kit. The next product that I picked up was the Stila Stay All Day Bronzer for face and body in the shade medium. Now, they do obviously have a light shade of this, but I just preferred the undertone of the medium, even on my skin that's quite fair. The light one I found was a little bit too warm for my liking, and the medium one seems perfect. So it's a giant pan. You can see there how much product you get. It's pretty much the size of my head. And this is something that I haven't used yet, but using it in the store, it is amazing. It's super long wearing. It doesn't leave any sort of like patchy finish on the skin, and it does look quite natural. And even if you do have a more fair skin, I would probably still recommend the medium skin tone just because I prefer the undertone of it by far. The next two things that I picked up are actually from a brand called Pure Minerals, which is available here at Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada. Now, I won't lie, I have not really been a huge fan of Pure Minerals ever, to be honest. Recently, though, I tried their new eyeshadows that are called the Eye Polishes, and those completely rocked my world. They were so shimmery, they were so long wearing, they were so easy to apply, so it kind of opened my eyes up a little bit to the brand. So, the other thing that I picked up was the Epic Illusion Artist Blush and Contour Palette, which comes in a box like this. This is the size of the little palette that you get, and then you get 6 different shades in here. All highlight, blushes, contour, bronzer, all of those different powders that you would need for the complexion. And I will say that this color here is really, really nice to set your under eye area with. I have been using it for that a little bit here and there. I haven't had enough time to really dabble in it to give you guys a full review on what I think about the product as of yet, but so far I have really been liking it, and like I said, that one powder is really good for setting the under eye. And then Pure Minerals also had another set that was a little bit intriguing to me. And it's actually 2 separate eye palettes that come in one box. So one is called Daydream and one is called Night Fantasy. So Daydream is the white palette here. Open these up here so you can see the colors. This is something that I haven't had the chance to use yet, but the shadows feel like icing sugar. They're so nice and buttery. They really blend nicely. So I'm excited to have these 2 little palettes. You do get a fairly large mirror in both of them. So this one here, again, I'll give you guys a little bit more of a close-up. That is the daytime. And then the nighttime, which is the black palette, looks like this. So what actually made me purchase this palette is this kind of coppery red color here. I don't have anything like that in my ridiculously oversized makeup collection. So whenever I see a color that I know I don't have, I have to buy it. So like I said, they both come with that large mirror. They're nice and compact and they're great for travel. There's a nice mix of matte and shimmer tones in both of the palettes. And it retailed for, I believe, $49 for both of them. So I was super happy with the price. I actually ended up redeeming my Optimum points, so I paid like $30 for $200 and something worth of makeup. The Optimum program, I won't stay on this too long. The Optimum program is fantastic. If you are a makeup junkie and you like any more of the higher end brands and you do live in Canada, if you can find yourself a Shoppers Drug Mart beauty boutique, you get so many points for things that you're going to be buying anyway, and the loyalty program with Optimum is so much better than Sephora, in my opinion. So the next thing I bought was a refill for my Miracle Cushion foundation. You guys might have remembered that I did a review a long time ago. I think it was one of the first videos actually that I ever put up on YouTube. And it was a rave review for the Lancome Miracle Cushion foundation. They have recently launched more shades ever since I put that video up. So my shade has changed. I'm now using the shade 010, which is the lightest. So the thing that I love about the Miracle Cushion is I didn't have to purchase the entire foundation again. I just had to purchase the refill. So it's this little tiny white piece. I haven't opened it yet, so there is still a seal. You get that and you get a brand new applicator. And then this is the actual package from my old foundation. So all you have to do is literally just put the foundation in, wait until you hear it click, and then you have your new foundation. The refills for the foundation are $38 in Canadian dollars, and the actual foundation itself is $48. So every time you go to repurchase, you save yourself $10. And then another kind of big ticket item that I did get from Lancome is this ginormous holiday box. Let me see if I can hold this up for you guys. This is the Lancome Holiday Blockbuster that they do every year. And with any purchase from Lancome, you're able to purchase this entire box for $67. It does have a $308 value, so it's just kind of like a no-brainer. I want to open it up because I want to show you guys the bag that it comes in. You guys should get these like every single year. They're so good, even if you want to like break them up for gifts for girlfriends. So this is the bag that it comes in here. Really nice travel case. It'll be really nice for my beauty things when I'm traveling. Open up. And this here is all the product that you get. Hopefully you guys aren't being blinded by this plastic. So everything in here is full size with the exception of the Genifique serum. You get the Beat Facile eye makeup remover. You get the blush in A Plum. 2 eyeshadow palettes that are more of cool toned. I can give you guys close-ups here of the palettes. So there's this one here. And like I said, these are more of the cool toned ones. There is a warm tone box as well if you prefer warmer colors. I just always prefer the way that cooler tones look on me. And this is the other one here. So those are great, really small kind of travel palettes that you can take with you wherever you go. You get a full size of the Hypnose Drama Mascara. You get a full size of the Cils Booster, which is my favorite lash primer. You get a full size of Le Crayon Kohl in black. 2 limited edition lipstick shades, Juicy Tube, and then you do get a separate little gold clutch that comes in the back. Let's see if I can... Just this little gold bag here as well. You get that for travel, which is really nice. For $67, that is an amazing value. The eye makeup remover alone is, I believe, $36 Canadian. So to get all of those products, whether or not you want to break it up and give it as gifts to different people or you want to keep it all for yourself, it's such a good value. So those are only available until they're gone. We have had them probably for about maybe 2 months now. So I'd say if you want one, get to your Shoppers Drug Mart and see if you can get your hands on one. And what else do we have? 2 things that I picked up for my freelance kit next year. I have the Clarins Instant Light Radiance Boosting Complexion Base in the shade 2 Champagne. This is quite an orangey looking primer. I'm not going to show you guys just because I don't want to open it until actual bridal season starts, but the product itself looks like this. This is one of these products that is really nice for correction of redness. So if someone has a lot of redness in their skin, if they feel like they want to kind of even that out before they put their makeup on, that is a fantastic product for that. And it also works really well as an under eye corrector. If you put that product under your eyes before your concealer, it really helps to kind of cut the darkness and brighten up that area. And then I got another one of the Clarins Truly Waterproof Mascaras. This is probably my favorite waterproof mascara that I've ever had in my freelance kit. I did a 2-day wedding this summer, last summer, 2015 summer. And one of the brides was actually, like, she pulled me aside the next day on the second day and she was like, I don't know what kind of mascara you had or what kind of like glue you put on my lashes, but it would not come off last night. And to be fair, she didn't have any sort of an eye makeup remover that had an oil base to it. If you did have an oil base remover, it does remove easily, but for everyday wear, it's fantastic because it does not move, so it's great for brides. Okay, so I think that's everything for my first trip. I have one product that was sent to me here, and then I have another kind of bag to go through. So this here is the Benefit They're Real Tinted Primer. This is something that was given to me by Benefit Cosmetics for review, and I have been trying it for quite some time now. It's a mink brown color. It has a very similar wand to the They're Real. In my opinion, it just looks a little bit longer and maybe like a hair thinner, but it does still have that ball on the end that makes it quite easy to get into the lashes. I've worn this both ways. I've worn it as a primer and as a mascara just by itself for like a natural tint. And I do like both ways. I did definitely recognize that mascaras that I don't necessarily love or that I find flake on me wore a lot better when I had this underneath of it. So really that's all I want in a tinted primer. And I do actually like that it's not white. So the Lancome Seals, as I showed you guys and said, that one's my favorite lash primer. I still feel like it is my favorite lash primer, but I wish that they would make a tinted one because I have had that happen in real life when you flip your car mirror down or you just happen to get a glance of yourself somewhere and you can still see a little bit of that white lash primer showing through. So to have one that's like a darker brown color is really helpful. So I'm going to keep using that before I say too much about it because I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, but just know that I have it and I'm working on it for you guys. And so this is kind of the drum roll for me. Living in Halifax, there's not a ton of, I shouldn't say there's not a ton of makeup available, but there are definitely brands that you can't get your hand on. And as you guys know, I work for Shoppers Drug Mart. I do get an employee discount, so any sort of makeup that's carried at Shoppers is usually what I go towards just because I don't get a discount at Sephora. I have to pay full price. So, Spring Garden Road, the Shoppers Drug Mart on Spring Garden Road, just opened up their Urban Decay account. So that was huge news for me. That was probably like the big news of 2015 because I do love Urban Decay products. I use a lot of Urban Decay products in my freelance kit for brides. So now to be able to purchase them at a discounted price is fantastic. Plus I can use my Optimum points. So I kept the receipt in this bag because I just wanted to let you guys know kind of what I got. And with the exception of a bottle of water, everything that I'm about to show you is on this receipt. So it would have been $205.18, and all I paid was $35.18 because I used my Optimum points. So again, like I said, I won't hark on it too long, but if you don't have an Optimum card, get you one because you will get some free makeup pretty quickly. Okay, so first thing I picked up was, and this I'm so excited about. I have tried this a few times and I do like it. I haven't tried it enough yet to know if I'm actually going to be obsessed with it and really recommend it, but so far I'm really liking it. And I had no idea that they had this, so if you guys know, let me know if this is a new product in the comment section below, because I've never heard of it and this is my kind of product. It's the Urban Decay Pore Perfecting Complexion Primer Potion. And this is the box here. So it says, less is more when it comes to your pores. Used before foundation or simply on bare skin, this silky feeling potion totally minimizes the look of pores and fine lines. It feels light, non-greasy, and its universal skin tone hue delivers a flawless, smooth finish for makeup. So when I saw this, I had a little bit of a heart attack because I am obsessed with pore products. Anything that's going to make my pores look smaller, I'm all about it. I have a super dry skin, but right here on my complexion, I do have quite large pores that I really do like to fill in. And I absolutely love using these products on days that I don't actually have makeup on, so I can just literally put it on the skin and go. It does have a texture to it for sure. It's definitely thick, and it does have a little bit of a skin tone color to it. It will neutralize when you rub that out into the skin, and it gives you that same kind of silky feeling that you probably already know from other pore filling primers like the Smashbox Pore Minimizing Filler or the Benefit Professional. Both of them are fantastic, but that is just another option for me, and like I said, I love Urban Decay, so I was really excited to try that. I got the Urban Decay Naked Illuminated Shimmering Powder for face and body. This is something that I almost kind of regret buying already, and I haven't even opened it. I love highlighting. I love shimmer. But to be honest, I just don't see myself using something that's this shimmery. I think I'm going to save it. I'll probably use it in the summertime and do maybe like here or on my shoulders if I have a dress on. The packaging itself is really pretty, but it's quite bulky. And I'm trying my best to cut down my makeup collection as much as I can. I find that a lot of the YouTube gurus that I watch here on YouTube, like Makeup by Tiffany D, and just pretty much everyone that I watch now is starting to really declutter and cut their makeup collections down. And that really inspired me because I have so much stuff that I know I don't like and I know I'm not going to use again or reach for. And it's obviously I want to have it if I want to do a blog. I want to be able to take a picture of it, or I want to be able to do a video with it. But for the most part, that stuff has to go. So that is going to be happening very soon. I got 2 of the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencils. I got one in the shade Rush and one in the shade Venom. And I have tried Rush. I haven't yet tried Venom, and I'm a little bit scared to because Rush is a beautiful color. I'll swatch both of these here for you. Rush is like a pinky, mauve-y, kind of everyday color that I knew I would love to wear. And Venom is definitely more of like a vampy color. So this one here is Venom, and this one here is Rush. And when I first wore Rush, I was super happy with the way it went on. It was super smooth, it glided on no problem, and it did wear for a very long time on my lip before I had to reapply. The problem was, when I noticed it fading a little bit, I kind of went to the mirror to see what the situation was, and it left a lot of silver sparkle on my lip. And I guess it was just the lighting in the store that wasn't that great, and I didn't realize that there's a ton of shimmer in that shade. So I guess the Urban Decay lip liners have different finishes, so some of them might have sparkle to them, some of them might be matte. I wasn't aware of that, and I'm really not a fan of glitter or sparkle in my lip products. So that was a little bit disconcerting. It's not something that you necessarily notice when you're wearing the color, but when the color starts to wear off and you're left with that overspray of glitter all over your lips, that was something that I wasn't too crazy about. The actual pencils themselves, I love them. I'm going to be renovating my freelance kit, as I mentioned before, and I'm going to be doing probably all of the Urban Decay lip liners because they're just fantastic and they're super long wearing. And now that I get a discount on them, that is the nail in the coffin. I got the Urban Decay Revolution High Color Lip Gloss in the shade, oh god, in the shade Apocalypse. And this is a super vampy color for fall. This is actually something that I'll probably be wearing over Venom. I'll give you guys a swatch of it. I can't wait to wear that shade. It's so fall appropriate. It's so nice and dark. And I really am starting to like that look with a lot of liner and a lot of lash and a super dark lip and nothing else on the face. Even just maybe some bronzer instead of blush so I don't have so much color. It's just been something that I've been trying lately. I got 2 things that were in Urban Decay. One of them was the Estée Lauder Pure Color Envy, and this is in the shade Rebellious Rose. So this was a little kit that you get for this same price as a full-size lipstick. You get the full-size lipstick, and then you get the matching gloss with it. So I've heard really good things about the Pure Color Envy lipsticks. I haven't tried one as of yet, but this is something that I am really excited to try. This is actually going to be, I'll show you guys the color, but I think I might actually end up giving this one as a gift and maybe going back and seeing if I can get another one for myself. Ooh, that's nice. Magnetic closure. I do love that on a lipstick. So I'm not going to swatch that one for you guys just because if I do end up giving it as a gift, I don't want to open it. But that was something that I was really excited to get. I got the Urban Decay Electric Palette, which you guys have probably seen 1,000 different reviews on this and know what everyone thinks about it. This is just something that I knew I eventually wanted in my freelance kit, and I just didn't really want to spend that much money on it, to be honest. So where I do mostly bridal work for freelance, it's not something that I'm going to need all the time, but I do like Pride Week makeup and Halloween makeup, things like that. So I will get some use out of it, but now that I was able to get my discount with it, I just knew I had to have it. My favorite shade in this palette is by far the Chaos color, which is this color here. That is something that I will probably use even for me. I don't know if they sell that color separately with Urban Decay, but if you guys know the answer to that, let me know in the comments below. And oh my god, we're at the end. So the last thing that I got was actually the new Voluminous Superstar Liquid Eyeliner by L'Oreal. Looks like this. And this was something that I just got because I was almost at the threshold for my optimum points and I didn't want to get something crazy expensive. I just wanted to keep it as close as I could to the threshold for my points. So I haven't tried this one. I love the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Liner. That's by far my favorite one that I have. But I will try this out and see what I think. I'll let you guys know, of course, in a future blog or a future video what I think about it. And that was everything that I've been hauling lately. I do have a Nest candle somewhere that I bought at Sephora. That's actually probably burning somewhere in the house, and I'm sure there are a few little things here and there that I'm missing, but for the most part, this is what I've been dabbling with lately. If there's anything specifically in this video that you saw that you'd like to see a tutorial or a review or a blog or swatches, anything like that, just let me know in the comments below. And as always, I will talk to you in my next video. Have a great day, guys. Bye.